Just spit it out.
Yeah,
Spit it out!
now the segue.
Spit
Coronavirus! Everyone's just
Spit
soft.
it out!
Fucking soft pussies now.
Spit it out!
Kick this motherfucker out the podcast.
Spit it out!
Welcome to Just Spit It Out, the podcast.
Oh, that was it.
Welcome to Just Spit It Out, the podcast. Joining me today,
22 breadsticks.
and today, I see how you always use 22 breadsticks. I'm always using my name, my government name, my real name. You know what? I need to give myself a radio name or something like that. So today, or maybe going forward, Mucho Macho. Thank you all. Yeah, hold fucking applause, okay?
You can edit the applause.
Okay, I could end applause. Joining me today, split screen, Skype, all that good shit. My cousin from Pilsen. Introduce yourself.
D'Angelo, hi.
Yeah.
Also known as Dirty Dick 193.
Oh God, not Dirty Dick. Hey, not Dirty Dan. It's Dirty D.
Dirty D. You guys might recognize Dirty D because I believe he was in episode 2, right? Episode 2?
Episode 2.
Episode 2.
And then in the background we got what's your name now this time?
Alex.
Alright, we got Alex. Yes.
My name's Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
No, Alexi.
Alexi from every episode, so you'll never know his real
Yeah.
name unless you actually know him.
Yeah, that's true.
Real name is Jake Paul.
Jake Paul? Okay.
Oh God.
We'll go with that one.
I ring it too.
So, today, what I wanted to speak on is kind of like along the lines of diet, fitness, health.
Oh, hell no.
You know, being skinny, then being fat, then going back to skinny. That's my life right there. What the fuck? You know, like, that's been my whole life right there. Like, I was fat, then I was skinny, then I was fat again, then I went, like almost in the middle, you know? I'm kind of like, at this point in my life, I'm like, fit to fat to fuck.
Hey, post before and after video clips as you're talking about that,
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yo.
can
Yeah.
on the right side of D.
just to show it.
You with them editing shits.
Hey, I got iMovie now. I can edit this shit.
D, sit back.
Alright, let me take a picture of my
Sit back more.
There you go, right there.
There you go.
All right.
So, I know, like, I chose to do this topic with you guys because I know you guys are good on that subject. You guys know a lot about.
More or less on the good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good,
more or less
yeah.
on the good.
On the
Yeah.
good. We participated.
I give you 3.5 stars out of 5. How about that?
What? I got 5 stars, boy.
Yeah, well, he's built like a
Like a
gay mannequin.
like a donkey dick.
Yeah.
I'm built like a donkey dick.
Oh wait,
is a-
who's joining
what
us
is a
today?
gay- What is a gay mannequin? Does it go like this?
I don't know.
I
There's
really
a bunch
don't
of
know.
holes in it now, though, so don't ask questions.
Oh.
Dick holes?
Oh my god.
And fingers.
And fingers.
Wow.
The Dorito.
Oh yeah.
So,
So, Dirty D, I actually wanted you in this discussion because it looks like you've been on it, man. You've been on it with your health, with your
scoot to your left.
fitness.
Hey, no free ads.
Yeah. So, what's been up? How did your journey start? You look like you lost weight. You look like you're in good shape. Who are you sponsored by?
I'm not sponsored by anybody.
Well, if you're still watching after that shitty display we have there, I want to thank you. It seems Dirty D193 had some technical difficulties, which means for the rest of the podcast you can't hear a fucking word he says. But it's alright though. The basis for this podcast was to share experiences on whether, you lost weight, gained weight, did something different for your diet,
your exercise, what routines do you go through, and to be quite honest, all my entire life I've been up and down with weight. I've had shit that worked, I had shit that didn't, and I just had diets that, let me tell you, I did not have the willpower for. But I will share this. Starting off as a fat kid growing up, it wasn't up until I started growing into my body when I was in grammar school. I want to say about 6th grade, 7th grade. That's when I picked up the sport of boxing. Now that's when I finally started losing some weight. I think I was maybe a little over 170. When you're a kid, the whole weight loss aspect is a lot different because of your metabolism. So I was able to eat tons of nasty shit and still fucking lose the weight. So yeah, I guess when I was younger, it all paid off. It just sucks when you get older, because after 2 years of boxing, being at 165 pounds for those 2 years, I stopped, and that's when high school started. And if y'all have been to high school, let me tell you, there ain't no fucking gluten-free shit over there. I want to say I started off high school, let's say 175. I think by the end of high school, I was 250. So it'll put me at 18. So when I finally got to the age of 19, I told myself, you know what? I'm gonna stop eating like a slob or eating like shit, and I'm gonna put my mind to something. I'm gonna try to lose weight, and I shit you not, people. I shit you not. My training regimen was, I'm gonna do nothing but stomach exercises. So I did sit-ups. I think I started off at 25 or 50, and then I did leg raises. That's when you're laying flat on the ground and with your face up, and then you're holding something with your hands, and then you're picking your feet up. And now when your feet come back down, you have to resist it from touching the ground and then going back up. So let's say 25 to 50 of those. And then I did crunches. Now they're the crossover crunches. So my elbow would touch, my right elbow would touch my left knee, and then vice versa. So doing that, starting off, again, 25 to 50. And then what I was eating was, you're all gonna freak the fuck out. So what I was eating was, I was eating anything that was fat-free, sugar-free, and let me see, fat-free, sugar-free, yeah, and low in calories. So I wasn't trying to have more than 10 sugars or any more than 10 grams of fat, for anything. So basically, I feel like I'm the first male who did that diet with the cereal, the Special K diet. Oh man, I would eat Special K religiously. I would eat that with some fucking skim milk every day. It'd be breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It got to the point where it was out of control. I would buy the Special Ks when they were 2 for $5, and I would buy about 40 boxes, and motherfuckers would ask me, hey, do you own your own fucking store or some shit? Like, do you got a big family? What are you planning to do with this? And no one believed me, because who's gonna believe a fat ass, I feel like it really doesn't matter when you're fat and you have the appearance of a fat ass, and you tell people, hey, you know what, I'm trying to diet, I'm trying to eat healthy, and it's like, everyone's gonna put you down. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, really? Are you watching your weight? Really? It must be you must be around the clock 24 hours doing that shit." Well, anywho, I go and I start racking up on this Special K, and I was getting one of each flavor about 13, 14 times. And then I started implementing peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Now, I would always use whole wheat bread. Even till now, I don't fuck with white bread. I would do peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with the lowest sugar peanut butter, and then the lowest sugar of jelly. Excuse me. And then I would go ahead and I would make my sandwiches. I'd fucking, like, that would seriously be my meal prep. Age of 19. 19 till about, let's say, a little after I turned 20. Doing that alone with the stomach exercises. Again, I would start off 25 to 50, then maybe a few weeks down the line, 75, and then fucking go to 100. By the time I plateaued, within about 7 months, people, 7 months, I went from 280 to 190. I'm sorry, 250 to 190. So that was drastic. That was fucking crazy. And then the funny thing was, I pissed my dad off, and because he would always call me out for being a fat ass, and then he'd be one of the first people who would look at my holiday plate whenever I ate during Thanksgiving and Christmas. "Hey, there's too much on your fucking plate. Take some of that shit off. You're gonna be a fucking cow." So backtrack to then, when I had lost the weight, he kind of felt like I wasn't doing it the right way. "You're not doing it right. Oh, you're eating a cereal and PB&Js. That's not fucking real food. Eat some rice. Eat some of this." And yeah, like, I was at that time, I would be offending my family household, man. Puerto Ricans fucking making rice and beans every day, and on top of that, deep frying plantains, deep frying chuletas. When you want to make a lifestyle change, everyone's somewhat against you. But I fought through it, and I battled it, and then sure enough, yeah, I was 190 pounds, fucking 20 years old, badass, yep. And guess what? Plateaued. And you know what happens when you plateau? You gain the fucking weight back. I remember, like, it started when I had eaten fries. My mom had made me a hot dog with some fries, and normally I wouldn't eat any of that, or I wouldn't eat after 7 or 8 o'clock at night. But something told me, you know what, you've been working hard, go ahead and snack. So that's when I started noticing, fuck, dude, I'm messing up, man. I'm fucking messing up. I'm messing up. And then I ended up gaining weight, and then I think I had went from, let's see, about 185, kind of went up to 215, something like that. And yeah, that was the first one. Now, the second one, I ended up going on that fucking that tea diet, the Herbalife. That was the second fucking diet I tried, where basically the basis for the Herbalife diet is, I was told to me, and how I was doing it was, you boil some hot water, and then you mix, I believe it's a teaspoon of the Herbalife tea into water, and then you got to drink it while it's hot, because then that's when it burns fat the most. So I was doing that, and I was sticking to a regimen with working out. I was just doing strictly cardio. Like, I was just running, 3 to 4 miles on a treadmill, hitting the bag for about 5-6 rounds, maybe do some jump rope and shit like that. I was really, I believe I was watching what I was eating. I don't think I was going all out like that. Maybe some salads here and there with some, lean chicken, fish, shit like that. And then, yeah, I was 230 at the time, and I went and I lost about 15 pounds. Put myself down 15 pounds in that Herbalife diet. But I think the reason why it's probably not going to work for me today is because I just don't have, I guess you can say the will not to fuck up on dieting. And of course, I mean, that it comes and goes. And here's when it fucking came again. So from 230, I go down to 215. I get married, have a kid. I get injured. I think I tore something on my left shoulder. The way it happened was I was running on a treadmill, and I used to keep my treadmill in the garage. And even during the winter, I would run on the treadmill, and I'd still push about 4 or 5 miles just in less than 40 minutes. And what had happened was I think I had ran a good month or two in the fucking nasty cold weather, negative degrees and shit like that. So what the treadmill does in time is, if you keep it in a cold climate, the motor starts to burn, and then it starts to fucking fall apart, fuck up from the inside and shit like that. So I'm running, and I think I'm about to get to the 40-minute mark. So by that time, I'm fucking pushing, man. I'm up to 8 miles, 9 miles an hour. So I push up to 10 miles an hour, and I'm just fucking sprinting, like kind of like how Rocky was, when he was sprinting towards those stairs. That's how I was. And then all you hear is a break, and then the whole fucking, like, the belt stops, and then I'm like, oh fuck, what the fuck was that? So I put my hands on you could say the handlebars of the treadmill, and then at 10 miles an hour, once that belt stops and then it starts back again, it was like woo 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 woo, and then for some reason my instinct was to hold the fucking the handles, the handlebars. In doing so, I guess I held it too tight when my feet were like, coming off of the conveyor, and I didn't think to like jump on the side or nothing like that. I heard a fucking tear in my left fucking shoulder. And I remember during that time I was training to get back in fighting shape, because I had a fight that was going on in boxing. It was going to be my star-studded return. 12 years it's been since I been in the ring, and here I go again. And I think I started off at 235. I went down to 225, and basically that diet there was just sticking to salads, sticking to chicken. I would make my sandwiches with shit ton of fucking lettuce, tomatoes, and obviously it's not really good for you if you think about it, but yeah, I mean, it's not like I had a fucking person telling me what to eat, what to not eat, making it simplified for me. I did have X amount of fruits, but I mean, that's how that shit went. So yeah, get injured, find out I fucking like tore my labrum or something like that, and I'm fresh into grown man life, where you got to pay for healthcare, especially if you're doing a fucking surgery and shit like that. So I opted not to do anything and let it fix itself on its own. So fucking 4 or 5 days went by, and I couldn't even fucking move my left hand. So today it's all right. I'm able to throw a fucking jab, left hook, slap a bitch or two. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, so that was 2015. So now we're talking about going from 225 and jumping up to 278. That was by far the fucking, at that time, that was probably like the heaviest I've been. 278. 5'9", people. 5'9", 278. Should not be like that. Growing outwards fucking sucks. So, excuse me. Then I finally get to a point where I want to fight again. It's probably been a year by this time. Maybe, 2017. Another diet I try is fucking with diet pills. I think I was fucking with Roxy-Lean. Like fat burners and shit, Stacker 2. I think Roxy-Lean was what I was, working with. And what I was eating, this is what really sucked. I ate nothing but brown rice and fucking tuna. I think for about 12 weeks. Some of my old coworkers can fucking vouch that whenever they would, go to work and they would see my desk, they would open up the drawer, they'll see shit ton of fucking tuna cans and pouches of Uncle Ben's brown rice. So, I ended up actually putting myself in a weight loss contest at work, at where I used to work at. So, yeah, I weighed in at 278. Then when it got to doing the contest, I actually was the person who lost the most weight. But unfortunately, the contest was done in BMI body fat. So I took third place, which is all right. I didn't get to win fucking 300, but I lost, what was it, 270? Yeah, I lost a good fucking 25 pounds, That actually got me in fighting shape. I finally returned in the ring in 2017. I believe I was, let me see, 250. Yeah, I was around 250. The dude I fought, he was over, he couldn't have been more than maybe 205 pounds. But that's what happens when you fight a heavyweight. 201 plus is the weight division. I think 201 under goes up to, I think, 189 maybe. I could be wrong. That's amateur boxing for you. But yeah, returned, had a great fight, won by knockout, 37 seconds. That was a good moment. But again, all good moments do not last, especially when you have lack of diet and exercise. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think happened next in my situation? Oh, I fucking gained weight again. This time, going from 250 to 290 pounds. Fucking fat. So I knew this was bad. I was rocking 3X in shirts just so I don't feel all fucking claustrophobic inside of a 2X. 2X does fit. Don't get me wrong. 2X does fit. But, sometimes, you want, that extra bit of fucking cloth so you can, breathe. Shit like that. But, yeah, this was, I want to say, 2018. Ballooned up to 290 pounds. And this is when I got inspired. I got inspired to finally, lose the weight and look for something different. One of my coworkers, she had started going on this keto diet where you focus on eating less carbs, That's a carb deficit. And then ingesting less calories, you're at a calorie deficit. So this is when I first learned how to meal prep. So at this point, 2018, I believe I'm in the Dominican anniversary vacation with my wife. I believe we had made, was it 4 years? Something like that. Every day, drinking, eating like shit, going back to the hotel. And we were there for about fucking 8 days. 8 fucking days. Eating, drinking, going to the hotel. I had bottles in my room. I'd wake up, my face is all swollen from all the fucking salt in the food and all the sugar and the alcohol that I was mixing. And yeah, I finally came to grips with saying, I got to do something here. This is I ain't supposed to look like this. And at that time, for those of you who know boxing, Tyson Fury came out of retirement after giving up all his belts because he was going through mental depression. He gave away his belts. He gained, I think, an extra 200 pounds. So I guess he was at 400 pounds. And he was doing drugs and just living a bad lifestyle. So he finally got to a point where he was going to change his life. And the first thing he did was he looked at something on social media. Then he sees the champion of the world, one of the champions of the world, Deontay Wilder, say something. I honestly, off the top of my head, I don't know. I know it was something derogatory towards him. So he kind of took that as, all right, motherfucker, I got you. I'm going to come back. So sure enough, Tyson Fury goes on the Keto Diet. And within 6 months, drops 150 pounds, I believe. 150 fucking pounds. Oh, man. If I ever lost 150 pounds, I'm going to start getting me an OnlyFans page. And I'm going to be naked as a motherfucker. Because I know if I lose 150 pounds right now, I'm going to look fucking sexy, bro. Fucking sexy. Just glistening sexiness. So he loses the weight. Then that puts him, let's say, 280, 270. Mind you, this guy's 6'9". So he has 2 tune-up fights where he looks very, very great in, and then finally gets the opportunity to challenge for the heavyweight champion of the world. Now, this is probably about a year and a half into him still doing the weight loss. He came back, and then he had two good fights that made him look good, and all of a sudden gets a chance for the heavyweight championship of the world with Deontay Wilder. That fight takes place. He gets dropped. Tyson Fury gets dropped in the second round. Gets up, and in my opinion, schools Deontay Wilder. Gets the upper hand. Does his boxing from the outside. Scores when he had to. Then in the 12th round, fucking set that shit off, man. 12th round, Deontay Wilder hits Tyson Fury with a combination which ends with a left hook to the right side of Tyson Fury's head. Now Tyson Fury gets laid the fuck out. Fucking, I think his eyes were open, his eyes just beaming up to the fucking sky. At that point, the referee was counting, and I guess he got up at 8, 9, some shit like that, and then continued to fight. So, when the fight was said and done, it was scored as a draw with all the judges. A lot of people, including myself, felt like Tyson Fury should have won, because it would have been a hell of a fucking story. I mean, come on, man. You lose 150 pounds, you come back, you beat 2 people, and then you get a shot, heavyweight championship of the fucking world. And, the judges snatched that shit away from him. But that didn't stop him. That did not stop him. Tyson Fury ended up, losing more weight and then got another chance, crack at that championship, and he won 7th round knockout. So the lineal and I believe what WBC heavyweight champion of the world, fucking Tyson Fury. When I saw that shit, when he got up in the 12th round in that first fight with Deontay Wilder, when he got up and he just kept fighting, and it looks like he was winning that round too, I was like, man, bro, he fucking did it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that exact same fucking thing. While I was in the Dominican, I wanted to see if it was possible for me to stay within the keto lifestyle. Well, just one day. So what I did was I went to the it's basically like an open bar, like for food and shit, So I would just eat items that I knew didn't have carbs. So I was going for all my greens, all my meats. I was staying away from rice, pasta, bread, shit like that. Sushi. I fucking love sushi. I had to stay away from that. I just, stuck to the meats and the vegetables, lots of salads, and I maintained it for the whole day. And I was like, hey, man, if I could do this one day in a vacation, I better be able to take this shit back to the States and then fucking live it on up, make it a lifestyle. And that's what differs a diet from a lifestyle. When a lot of people, when they choose to fucking diet, you gotta make it part of who you are. I know that sounds fucking egotistical and shit like that, but at the end of the day, you gotta think about your health. You gotta not think about what other people think, because you are gonna piss some people off, especially if you're like, I can't really have that. I'm trying to do something different. Trying to shed some weight, trying to live differently. A lot of people are not going to be on your side. And it's all right. It's all right. You got me, people. You got me. This big motherfucker on this side of the microphone is rooting for you. Whoop, whoop. So then I get back to the States, and I finally embark on my quest for ketosis. For those of you who don't know ketosis, basically it is... hold on, you know what? Let me go fucking into my phone. I want to give you a fucking good example with Google and shit to tell that for you. Ketosis. All right. So ketosis is the process that happens when your body doesn't have enough carbohydrates to burn for energy. Instead, it burns fat and makes things called ketones, which it can use for fuel. Ketosis is a word you'll probably see when you're looking for information on diabetes and weight loss, which is true. It does bring down diabetes for sure. Shout out to my boy Jovan Cruz. Jovan has a good life story. He actually did that during this whole fucking quarantine. But I'll speak about that in a moment. But basically, when I came back to the States, I had my quest for ketosis, and what I was gonna do was, I was gonna meal prep. Meal prep was a bitch. Meal prep takes about 4 to 5 hours in your motherfucking day. So if you guys think meal prep is easy, readjust your motherfucking life, because meal prep has I want to say it's something to look forward to at the end of the tunnel. All right, end of the tunnel meaning you're gonna look better, you're gonna feel better, you're gonna wedge yourself into an XL when it used to be a 3X. Think of it that way. Think of the shit that way. So for my meal prep, what I was doing was I was buying a whole bunch of frozen vegetables. Mainly, I was buying cauliflower rice. I was buying asparagus cuts, and I was buying either ground chicken, ground turkey. So I would get me one of those compartmentalized containers where it had 3 different places to put your portions in. And I would probably make about, no lie, fucking 30 of those. 30 of those and just dump them in one of my freezers. And that was my life right there. It was all fucking 24/7 doing that. And then when it came to the exercising, I went back to, trying to run on the treadmill, trying to hit the bag. And then I started doing explosive exercises, which, for example, I was doing kettlebell workouts. I was doing the shit with the slam ball. I was also flipping tires, all that good shit, because the research I done on working out while on keto is you got to do something that, constantly fucks with your heart rate, keeps your heart rate up. And then when it goes down, you got to bring it right back up. If your heart rate is just continuous at, let's say if your heart rate's at 150 and it fucking continues at 150, you're more than likely not losing anything. If anything, just water weight, but you want to lose some fat too. And that's when ketosis kicks in, especially if you're working out fasted. It goes right to your fat as a fuel source. So within 6 months, within fucking 6 months, I was able to go from 290 down to 240 with the keto diet, with the lifestyle, and with continuous working out. Let me tell you, that shit was not easy, especially when it comes to like consuming alcohol on the keto diet. I would black out like a bitch, man. Like, I would love, like, my favorite thing is whiskey. Everybody who knows me knows I fucks with whiskey like nothing. I drink that shit like water. Drink it like water. So what I do is I'll put whiskey in the rocks and just sip it. Sometimes sip it too much. But yeah, maybe by like 3-4 glasses, I wouldn't notice, and then I would just black out. And then I wake up the next morning like, oh, what the fuck, So my remedy for my hangover, I would, and this is when I started like experimenting with different low carb beers. Thank God for Corona Premier though. Corona Premier, that helped me a lot of times. But before them, I had to rely on Michelob Ultra. I had to make a michelada out of that shit in order to fucking cure my hangover. And then what I would do is I would buy menudo, and I would eat that with fucking with pork rinds instead of like tortillas or crackers or whatever the fuck y'all eat it with. Yeah, that's how I cured my hangover. Sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't. But damn, during that time, I know I blacked out a lot. Oh my god. And it was actually during the summer days too. Shit. Fucking blackout. So, like all the other stories, this one came to the end. The end, me gaining weight again. Actually, I really had no choice but to fucking go ahead and do what I had to do. I was actually going to school. I was going to work and going to school, so it was hard for me to work out, and I think it was a continuous month and a half of me going to work and then going to school after work. I couldn't find any time to work out, and when that happened, I was like, well, fuck it, let me just have a cheat day today, and then a cheat day tomorrow, and cheat day next week, and then sure enough, gain all the weight back. This brings us into the quarantine. I finally, tried doing keto again, and then failed because I didn't have the will. I kept going to fucking parties without seeing what was on the menu first, and seeing if I should eat at home first and just show up to the party. I don't know, like that's how I was when I was on keto. I would fucking, I was that hardcore on keto, people. I would, if you were having a party and you wanted me to come over, I would fucking call you, ask you what was on your menu, And if there was nothing that was keto friendly or me to fucking make my own little keto dish out of, I would either A, bring my own shit, or B, eat at home and just hope I don't fuck up when I go to your house. So that's how it was. Now I ended up putting the weight back on again because, you know, I wasn't consistent with keto. So I ended up going from 240 at this time, almost tipping the scale at 300 pounds, which was a few months back. So I tried the lifestyle of being a vegan, and I know some of y'all are gonna be like, "Whoa, what? Fucking vegan? What the fuck was that?" So I saw this documentary called What the Health, and I saw that it has more benefits for people who are, you know, working out, better recovery time from not eating meat. So, and that was the underlining right there, not eating meat. So I didn't fuck with any animal products, but I did have a lot of junk food that did not contain animal products. You know, it's crazy when you fucking have nothing but fries and bread every damn day, 7 days a week. Especially when you're trucking, when you're fucking trying to go somewhere on the fly. Months and months and months of that, and drinking beer. Beer is like my fucking weakness, man. Beer and pizza, biggest weaknesses ever. Like if a pedophile wanted to lure me into his van and all he had was fucking pizza and he had some Lagunitas, you probably never see me again, bro. You probably never see me again. It'd be me, that motherfucker, and his fucking big black van, and me just being happy with my fucking pizza and my fucking beer, just going, yeah. Wait, what are you doing? Why are you touching me? Ah! But, yeah, back to me gaining this fucking weight. I tried going to vegan. I did it the wrong way. I focused too much on carbs. I did a lot of carb loading. I ate a lot of rice, a lot of bread, a lot of fries. And, you know, by doing it the wrong way, I ballooned up. And now I gotta, little by little, work myself way back down. I'll do the paleo path. I'll do the keto path, and then, you know, when the weekend comes, I'll, you know, screw that up. But don't worry, people. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be all right. Summertime's coming. I bought me a whole bunch of gym equipment. I think I have the will now, only because I saw Action Bronson lose 150 pounds, and I feel like it's fucked up that I have to wait till someone famous loses weight for me to be like, all right, I'm going to do that shit too. And then I go and fucking do that. So, I actually wanted to give a shout out to Joe Von Cruz, because during this winter, he had told me his story of him trying to lose weight. And actually, he didn't have to, I don't think he had to, like, go to a gym or nothing like that. He just strictly stuck to the keto diet. And I think he started off at 375. And I think by today, he was 310. And I think he achieved that in about 4 months. So, shout out to Jovan. Hope it's still working out for you. Hope it, you know, hopefully you're in the 200s by now, you know, and if you're stuck with it. Hope to see you soon. We'd probably be twins. Damn it. But yeah, now that I'm back to being a fatty, fuck, dude, it sucks. It fucking sucks. I actually went to Disney World not too long ago, and I went to Universal not too long ago, and I was almost at the point where I couldn't be on the ride because, you know, it takes so many clicks when they try to close the ride on you, in order for you to, to get into the ride. Yeah, dude. Like the belts weren't, clicking. The way I guess now it takes about 4 or 5 clicks for it to be safe enough for you to ride. And yeah, some of them it wasn't happening, and I would have to suck in my fucking fat and not breathe for the life of me in order to fit. And that shit sucked, man. That was not cool. Another one is trying to take a shit in the airplane. Like, come on, bro. It's 2 by 2 by 2. I fucking sit in the toilet, try to wipe. All of a sudden, my fucking forehead's all in the fucking... my forehead's all in the damn doorknob and shit. That sucks. Knowing that you got to fucking do yoga in order to wipe your ass in the airplane. That's not cool. Another thing I noticed, whenever you look at a mariachi band or a fucking tamborazo band, have you noticed that the biggest motherfuckers have the biggest instruments? And then you look at the smallest motherfuckers, like the skinny dudes, the skinny, pretty looking motherfuckers. They always got either the microphone, like a small fucking trumpet, or, they're doing the dance moves. You see the big motherfuckers, they're either playing the tuba or the fucking harp. Come on. What is that shit? I don't think anybody ever in life has signed up to play tuba. And I'm not knocking anybody who's ever been in band. If you have been in band and you didn't want to play fucking tuba and you ended up playing tuba, there's probably a fucking reason for that. I'm wondering if he was in high school, let's say he was in high school, and all of a sudden you go to fucking, audition for the piano, and then they look at you like, no, you have a tuba body, bro. You have a tuba body. Like, no, I'm auditioning for the piano. Get the fuck out of here, chorizo fingers. You hit one key. I heard 4 fucking notes. I don't think so. You're getting the tuba, bro. Tuba. But what about my lung capacity? I don't know if I can, take that with the fucking tuba. Hey, man, if you can walk and talk, you can walk in tuba. That's how big motherfuckers was getting treated in high school, especially when it came to band. And let's also put this shit out there. The tuba is like the least sexually appealing fucking instrument there is out there. Fucking, I think about it this way. You ever went up to a girl and be like, "Hey, what's up, baby? When we gonna hook up?" I play in the band. "Oh, you play in the band? Well, what do you play?" "Girl, I play the tuba." "Hey, baby, where you going? Where you going?" Exactly. Walked off on your ass. I ain't never seen no girl going, "Oh, you play the tuba? I just love the sound of a cruise ship taking off in the morning." Tuba, my ass. I don't think so. Ain't no one ever giving no tuba love. Maybe the clarinet can get some pussy, if we're being honest. Not no fucking tuba. Not no fucking tuba. Well, if you're still listening at this point, I want to thank you all for listening. Hopefully our next episode won't have any technical difficulties. I hope you liked what you heard. Like, subscribe, share. We are now available, in addition to YouTube, we're now available on Spreaker and Spotify. My name is Mucho Macho, and thank you for listening to Just Spit It Out, the podcast.